welcome to the 2018 Sylvan Lake Parade. There's a lot of history here today, about 200 years worth of history we're going to see walking down the streets. We're really excited to have you join us for this wonderful Memorial Day celebration. Opening the parade here, followed by the Honor Guard and U.S. flag, American Legion Post 339. Our flag bearers are Dr. Billy Bowman, John Rahm, and marching we have with pride Dr. Dave Dinger and John W. Reddy, both from the U.S. Navy. It's a beautiful day for this parade here in Sylvan Lake. Lots of smiling faces, lots of families out to take part in this special Memorial Day experience. And coming up next, we have West Bloomfield High School Drum Line under the direction of Chris Vilag. The drum line is part of the award-winning West Bloomfield High School Marching Band. The West Bloomfield High School Drum Line was state champion in 2014 and 2017, as well as international world finalist in 2017. Very exciting here. Coming up next, we have Miss Liberty, the Statue of Liberty, as well as Uncle Sam in full uniform. We even have a special visit from Betsy Ross and Abigail Adams. Next, we have beautiful decorated bikes and strollers, boys and girls of Sylvan Lake. I'm seeing lots and lots of bright colors, lots of waves and smiles. Very exciting for these young folks here today. Many of the bikes and strollers that just passed us by were decorated at home by the kids themselves. Very exciting times for the entire family. Lots of flag attire, from hats to shoes, actually. It's an amazing thing. Now we have a double stroller here with two kids in tow. Very cute decorations. Lots of American flags. Red, white, and blue here in Sylvan Lake. Very awesome. The painted faces on many of the kids that just passed us by are actually courtesy of Kathy Jensen. She painted their faces at City Hall starting at 9 o'clock this morning. This is Kathy's 5th year painting kids' faces on Memorial Day. It's a great tradition and a great addition to the colorful bikes and strollers that we just saw pass us by. Here in Sylvan Lake, it's very obvious it's a community of good neighbors and civic involvement. Lots of volunteers working together today to make this event a smashing success. Lots and lots of good, wholesome family activity here today. And coming up next, we have a gorgeous green classic vehicle, 1965 Morris Minor Auto, owned and driven by Michael Palermo with honored veteran Mike Schwartz. Honored veteran Mike Schwartz donated and maintains the beautiful bench and memorial garden in honor of his late wife Judy at the Sylvan Lake Community Center. The Morris Minor automobile was made in England, our most important ally in conflicts throughout history. This vehicle is adorable. It is very small, very powerful it sounds like, and appears to have a lot of energetic people inside of it as they are throwing wonderful colored beads out to the kids, making the kids happy. Flags I see displayed in every part imaginable on the vehicle itself. Next up, we have the Burkemobile, beautifully preserved 1993 Mercedes-Benz 300 CE convertible, owned and driven by Richard Burkfield. This vehicle has 93,000 miles on it, still with the original paint. Next up, we have two ponies, one named Go Blue and the other named Tina Turner. This is a tradition for this area to have ponies in the parade. Horses originally We're especially happy to have these young horses because this is the 200th anniversary of the first exploration of Sylvan Lake by European explorers who came to us riding on horseback. Very traditional part of the parade. The horses look happy to see the kids. They're also decorated themselves in colorful attire, including glitter and other things attached to their manes. Very frisky young ponies out here today, and the kids are definitely getting a kick out of that. Next up, we have a 1966 Mustang convertible, owned and driven by Mark Wood and his wife. Guests in the car, along with Mark and Chris, are neighbors Ted Evans and Lynn Dumeis, with granddaughter Ava. Mark and Chris have been active in the community for more than 40 years. Mark is the one who donated and professionally framed all the historical photos on the walls at the community center as a gift to the city. Very exciting for us to have them here with us again today. Next up, we have a beautiful Ford Mustang convertible from Taylor Ford, generously provided by Jerry Arrowwood, driven by Jerry Nicol. With Jerry are Clifford, his dog, waving to the children from the back seat, and his very close friend Jamie, also in the back seat. I see lots of flag attire on these young folks. They sure are enjoying the ride here on this beautiful afternoon. Next up, we have the Sylvan Lake Garden Club. We have walkers with wheelbarrow planted with flowers. Beautiful, environmentally friendly part of our parade here today. Lots and lots of gorgeous flowers from the Sylvan Lake Garden Club. Next up, we have some skateboarders joining us from People's Skate and Snowboard Shop in nearby Kego Harbor. They've got it all: skateboarding in the summer, snowboarding in the winter. Lots of tricks happening here. Obviously, these people know what they are doing on the four wheels of those skateboards. Lots of energy I'm sensing out today from everyone involved. Next up, we have Jan Hayes, your neighborhood realtor. Jan Hayes has been a resident and booster of Sylvan Lake for more than 25 years. I'm seeing a wonderful float pass us by from Jan Hayes Homes, saluting our veterans. Lots of gifts being thrown out. The kids are excited. I'm excited as well. If I'm lucky, maybe I'll catch one of those flying gifts through the air. A lot of effort went into making this float very unique and very colorful. Lots of stars and flags. Next up, we have Brenda Lawrence for U.S. Congress. Hi, I'm seeing Debbie Binder, one of our local heroes here, serving our township in West Bloomfield. Lots of excitement here with this group. Team Brenda, I'm seeing on their t-shirts, lots of flags. Very high energy here today. Oh, they even have a gentleman walking on stilts. That's exciting. Wow. Very tall, walking with confidence. I admire the bravery. Wow. The kids are loving it. They're really getting involved here with this stilt walker from the Brenda Lawrence team. Next up, we have the Friends of the West Bloomfield Public Library. We have two autos driving by here, along with several walkers. Lots of flags, lots of red, white, and blue. I'm enjoying the theme here today. We even have a young man here in a very tiny mini automobile, also with the Greater West Bloomfield Historical Society joining us as well. He's driving that with lots of skill. He seems very happy about it as well. Very exciting to have all generations involved here in this traditional parade. Next up, we have a beauty, a 1960 Corvette owned by Ed Kassar, driven by Ed himself, as well as with his wife joining him. Beautiful vehicle, smooth lines. Really happy to have so much volunteerism happening today to make this parade a huge success. Next up, we have the Greater Harvest Church of God, children marching, followed by a vehicle with music. Pastor Kevin Christman generously made the church grounds available for use to assemble by all the floats and marchers for this parade. We appreciate that, Pastor Christman. Very exciting. Next up, we have District Court Judge Diane DiAgostini. We have walkers followed by a wonderful banner, kids on foot as well as on scooters. We have all ages involved with Judge DiAgostini, from little kids all the way up to teenagers, all the way up to entire families I see coming down now. Lots of excitement here today. And coming up next, it looks like we have the Sylvan Lake Parks and Recreation Committee. They have a float that I can't wait to see come into more full view here. The color of choice for this float appears to be focused on blue. We see some red as well. The Parks and Recreation Committee is the preeminent volunteer organization in Sylvan Lake. This year's float celebrates a Motown theme. I see a bunch of records and blue flowers. Very exciting times. Next up, we have another float coming. Sylvan Lake City Hall float, pulled by the Sylvan Lake Police Department. The theme of this float is "We Will Not Forget." Accompanying the float is City Clerk Denise Dryden. Wonderful float passing us by, lots of memorabilia, clearly honoring all parts of the armed services. Next up, we have the Oakland County Boat Club. It was established in 1912. That is 106 years. They've been gracing the shores of Sylvan Lake. Our first walker was Mark Lindsay, Vice Commodore of the Oakland County Boat Club. And then we had Donald Momini, Rear Commodore. Next up, we have Oakland County Commissioner Tom Berman, followed by a Porsche. Also families involved here. Tom Berman serves as Oakland County Commissioner for Orchard Lake, Kego Harbor, Sylvan Lake, and portions of Waterford and West Bloomfield. I'm enjoying this modern car. My first car was a Porsche. Really appreciate the sleek lines there and the power of that engine. Nice. Very exciting. Now up we have a fascinating twin 1956 Chris Craft boat. It's a lovely boat I have here coming by. First launched in the year 1956. I see all manner of flags on this boat. The boat is called the Ticker Tape. Cute little dog on board. Oh, and they're throwing treats out to the kids. Always a fun time. Now we have a second boat passing us by. Also a Chris Craft boat. Also throwing out treats, making the kids happy, and the old folks happy as well. Next up, we have a 2018 Ford Mustang, generously provided by Jerry Arrowwood. Inside, we have honored veteran Pete Peters. They are Also passing out some treats that have appeared. Fun times here at this parade. Next up we have Gardens International, a very historic looking trailer passing us by.
Never heard of them.
And now we have J&J Towing. People are milling about, having a wonderful time, and we enjoyed being here with you for this special Memorial Day Parade. Thanks for watching this special 2018 Sylvan Lake Memorial Day Parade. We're happy that you joined us. Remember, you can catch reruns of this anytime on demand at civiccentertv.com. I'm Sheena. Thanks for being here.